Hello all. I've been guided to do a reading again today. I'm not quite sure what's going to come through. There's a little bit of scattered energy, but we'll get there, okay? I asked Spirit to bring forward messages for the collective that are clear, concise and correct. What they need to know right now. Why am I being called to do this reading? I do feel that there's some sort of karma at play, but it's like the closeout of something. Okay, it's like the closeout of negative energy, a negative cycle. It's allowing you to move forward. So you may be getting some signs, some synchronicities. There could even be paranormal events happening right now around you. You could be hearing spirit around you. You could be even seeing spirit, who knows? But it's more like you are very aware that there is something with you, what possibly is an ancestor, a past loved one, your spirit guides, okay? The karma that I'm feeling that is closing out for you is an ancestral karma. It is definitely, there could be like people in your family that are coming to the forefront, that you've been estranged from, that you haven't spoken to for a long time, people in your life from the past coming back in, and it's almost just to say it's okay, the cycle has closed, everything is now completed, the lessons that you've had to learn, and the ancestral karma that you've had to attach to and close out yourself, even though it may have been nothing to do with you from past cycles. I'm using the shaman stone to see if I can get anything coming through on a psychic level as well. Let's have a look at the energy. So that was what I was picking up to begin with. Let's clarify and see what's happening in your energy right now. So definitely some sort of karmic balance coming in. Any heartbreak from the past, ancestral past as well, is closing out. There's a lot more stability, structure. I'm hearing safety coming in towards you. There's an exciting energy as well, like you're starting something new. It could be a new project. I've just thought about starting horse riding. I know, very random, but I have a very strong affinity with animals, especially right now. So there is some sort of new, like, task you are being given. It could even be spiritual. It's time for a rebirth, guys. I'm getting chills as I'm saying this to you. It is hard for you to deny. There's something that came through in yesterday or the day before's reading, like it's hard for you to unsee something now. You have a decision to make, but you're very clear on what you want the outcome to be. So there is an element of needing to possibly set boundaries with other people, stand your ground as well, and stand in your power in some sort of respect. Let's have a look and see what the cards want to bring forward for the collective. What's here today? What's here today for the collective? What the spirit want to bring through? You may want to turn your volume down while I'm shuffling, because it is it can be quite noisy. Okay. Okay. Oh, one. There we go. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, thank you. What have we got here? The Two of Wands. Yes, okay. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Three of Wands. King of Pentacles. We'll just keep going, yeah. Keep going. Last shuffle. Bottom of the deck, we have the Death card. We have the High Priestess. No way. Now, if you have a look at yesterday's reading, I'm pretty sure at least two of these cards came out what you don't see coming. So this is very much linked to yesterday's reading. This is a big deal, guys. This is a big deal. Like I said yesterday, this ancestral karma, whatever it is you're closing out, there could be forgiveness attached to it. Maybe others need to forgive you. Also, maybe you need to forgive yourself. I'm going to try and put the cards so that everybody can see them, because yesterday it was a little bit over to the right. Okay. There's just one. 44444 was just on the screen as I looked at the time. Okay. I have to read like this, but I will show the cards to the camera. If they're the other way, I find it quite difficult to read the energy. Okay, let's have a look. We have the Two of Wands. Yeah. As you can see, he's holding like a crystal ball. This is psychic insight. This is some sort of knowing. This is a very strong element of patience, needing patience, acknowledging that you need to be patient. And I think, collective, you have been very, very patient. You're coming into a time of not feeling or not caring in a way that, you know, Five Pentacles in the upright is like, poor me, you know, no one is, you know, supporting me, finding it very difficult in life, possibly even financial situations, with your resources. And I feel that everything is coming together, and it's because you've been patient. You could also be seeing feathers. There's a big feather in his cap here. Or if you know the saying, a feather in the cap is like you're somehow above, not above the rest, but you have some sort of element of support here, either externally or this is your spirit team. Okay. So this Five of Pentacles being the reverse is coming out of a lack of mentality, a lack of feeling low or abandoned or left out of situations. And even if you still are abandoned or feel like that or left out of situations, there's an element of you turning your back. He has his back to this, and he's having a lot of faith, and he's being patient, and he has spirit team. He has his spirit team, especially with that High Priestess card coming out again, and that strength card, that spiritual strength to say, it's okay, even if I do this alone, it's fine. I would rather be alone than in people's energy that are draining me or feeding on me, or you know, there's a huge faith here. And then we have the Three of Wands. So we go from the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands, which is now action, knowing what you want, being very patient. You could have been patient for years. This could have been also karmic release or ancestral karma that you've had to close out, but it could have been years in the making. There's a lot of lessons, and you've had to be patient with yourself and possibly others while you've been learning those lessons. And knowing that, it reminds me of, I think it's the buffalo spirit in the spirit animals deck, where it's like the universe will provide, or the abundant universe will provide. There's also an element of there'll always be enough, and you always having that faith and trust that things will work out well, possibly even on a resourceful level, okay, not just in life in general. But you've been through a lot, collective, and there's that Three of Wands. You're ready to move forward to sort of like, it's like the next level of the video game here. That's what Spirit just said to me. It's like you've gone up a level. You've succeeded. You've passed. Yeah, you've passed. You've passed some sort of test. You've closed some sort of karma. You're able, Spirit's giving you the green light to say it's time to action, the next level of your life, the next stage of your life, which is bringing a lot of clarity and a lot of empowerment, self-empowerment. King of Pentacles is a card of encouragement. He encourages others. People look to him for support and guidance. And now, whereas in the past you may have been the one trying to always find support and guidance, you're stepping into a period or a level of your life that you're the one others look up to, and you're the one people go to for support and guidance. And that's okay. This is just clarity. If this reading is making sense to you personally, this is clarity that you're not only on the right path, but you know, Spirit is here communicating with you that it's time and you're ready. The Judgment card is here, okay, to move forward to the next stage, to the next level. Let's have a look at each individual card, okay, and clarify them with the Waite Smith deck. Let's look at the Two of Wands, that patient energy. He's also got a crystal ball, which I mentioned before. I'm getting the chills. I must have a lot of spirit around me at this time. Like you haven't been willing to just have any offer of love or affection, or, you know, you've possibly been left with hardly or no friends at all while you've been discovering yourself, while you've been closing out karmic cycles and ancestral cycles, where you've been getting clarity because you've got it now, but possibly you didn't have it before, and you've been patient that Spirit will show you the signs that you need to see. And while that's been happening, there's a lot of ostracization been going on, possibly from others, even family members. There's lessons. This is a karmic lesson. And with that psychic feeling of this card, this particular card, it is, you know, in the Waite Smith, it's the globe. And you can see one side of the globe. And the globe does depict an earth, the earth, okay, the land and the ocean, etc. But he can't see the other side. And I'm actually looking at a globe. Did you hear that? There's some clarification there going on in my kitchen. Something beeped. I don't know what that was. What was I saying? He can see one side of the globe, but he can't see the other. It's like you didn't see the other side of a story, or you saw it, but you had to wait for something to eventuate, for something to happen where you could actually say, right now, I know what I want. You may also still be in a situation where someone around you is feeling like a lack of support, and you're possibly turning your back on this person. Possibly you've already given them a lot of support, and this is that person's lesson, all right? This psychic globe, this crystal ball, this is not an earth, it's a crystal ball on this card in the Morgan Greer deck, is that intuition, right? The intuition of when to act and when not to act, when to be patient. But you have a feather in your cap. You have, and that feather is knowledge, it's wisdom, it's life experience, okay? It's all the lessons that you've learned. And perhaps in the past you didn't have the clarity, or you weren't patient in regards to jumping in and making decisions too quickly. You now are very understanding of the judgment energy, where things will happen in the right time when they're supposed to happen because of your immense strength on a spiritual level, okay? So let's have a look and see. Why is the Two of Wands here, or clarify this Two of Wands? What is, okay, we have Page of Pentacles. That also came out a couple of times yesterday. Page of Pentacles. So go check out yesterday's reading on the video section of my channel. That may resonate with you. That was more about relationships yesterday. What else do we have? Why is the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Wands here? We've got two more cards, Six of Cups and the High Priestess. So this is the same card, different deck. We're using the Waite Smith deck now, but we, you know, the Morgan Greer also brought the High Priestess. This is being spiritually led upon your soul path. And knowing that, or having to learn a lot of things on the way to get to this point now where you're very aware. There's a huge intuitive feeling. You have three intuitive cards straight away. We have the High Priestess. This Two of Wands depiction in the Morgan Greer deck. You have the High Priestess again. So this is you having, like I said, complete faith and trust that Spirit will bring something new in, Page of Pentacles, for you to learn, for you to do, for you to focus on. And that old cycle is over. That soul journey, that karmic, because the Six of Cups can talk about ancestors, it can talk about family, it can talk about a karmic soul path. Spirit's been with you all the way on that, as difficult as it has been for you, as hard as it's been. You have been supported. I'm reminded of the poem, is it Footprints or Footsteps? Footprints? Where Jesus carries you when you have fallen. And this was in the past, right? You have had a lot of spiritual support in the past. And Spirit is now saying, right, we're going to give you a new assignment. You have a new assignment, collective. And that is also part of your soul journey, or your soul path, your next level soul path. Okay, and that's going to be a major one, and that's going to be a major one because of the four majors that we've pulled out as what you don't see coming here, that is relating to this new soul path. This is turning out to be quite an interesting, deep and spiritual reading for you. So you could, with two High Priestesses on the table, be embarking upon learning new things in your spiritual gifts, okay? You could be very much so starting to get interested in the esoterics. You could decide to, if you've always, for example, loved animals or cats or horses or dogs or whatever, you could be like leaning more towards in, like, how can I do something with that to fulfill and emotionally satisfy and grow myself. And of course, animals are extremely spiritual. So even though we do have like a lion here, we don't really have any other animals, but I am picking up animals a lot here. Okay, why is the Page of Pentacles? I just want one more card on that. Look at that, the Five of Pentacles. So it was in the reverse because I just sort of turned the deck around. So you've got double Five of Pentacles there. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? What is the collective possibly, apart from what we've already talked about, wanting to learn? I think it's something that's coming in that's new, that you've been waiting for a sign to see what you should be doing, or you like the soul path, the next soul path you need to be going on. And the reason you've been waiting is because you still hadn't closed out those ancestral karma, and you still may be going through that, but you're near the end of it, Spirit say, okay? Okay. You've worked very hard, collective, on, you know, consciously and subconsciously closing out that karmic cycle. And it's been very difficult. You've possibly been in denial numerous times about having to leave someone, situation. It's been a difficult transition. But I think this next transition, or this next level, this next stage in your life is a very spiritual one. You're going to have, not that you haven't had before, but there's a lot of spiritual strength, and the acknowledgement of it is really going to allow some sort of smooth transition into what Spirit wants you to be doing. You're very clear. Spirit's giving you a lot of clarity and emotional balance and safety in some sort of way, and happiness, possibly family happiness. Maybe things weren't 100% with members, or certain members of your family, and there could have been conflict and fighting and disagreements, and you know, not talking, blocking each other. I feel that if that's you, is also coming to an end. Okay, the karmic cycle has closed, and there's, look at that on the split, happiness is coming towards you. But like a reader said to me, my friend, the other day, the sun is a blessing and a curse, because the sun can like illuminate things, okay, which maybe things we're not ready for, but you are ready, collective. And we talked about this yesterday, as far as some sort of clarity coming in to do with a relationship. Like I said, if you're in especially a dysfunctional relationship, or you have some sort of red flag, go ahead and watch that video that I brought out yesterday or the day before. I'm not sure. I think it was the day before yesterday. Why is the Page of Pentacles, or what is this all about, Spirit? This new thing that you'll be learning, this new thing that you're going to get excited about, this excitement is very successful. For a lot of you don't know, it hasn't been like, you haven't got complete clarity, the moon in the reverse, okay? But it is something that you're going to love. It's something you're going to be passionate about. It's something sort of like you can't see coming, or you don't see coming. So the clarity isn't necessarily being shown at this point, but it's more of an intuitive, again, another card with intuition, the moon. It's more of an intuitive feeling that you need to push yourself outside your comfort zone, and that's where your success lies. Doing something new, learning something new, reading something new, starting a new online business, website, a shop. There's something here that you, if you don't have the clarity on it, you will very soon, because we have the Ace of Swords. And it could even bring like richness in resources, or abundance, like however you see that abundance, right? Why is the Five of Pentacles in the reverse? I do feel that these cards are all separate stories, or like a follow-on from what we've been talking about. Okay. Five of Pentacles in the upright at the bottom of the deck. What is behind you is not putting yourself first. I feel that there's like a really strong pull to not be selfish, but understand. Like, it's an understanding, if you don't put yourself first, and you don't work hard on your own healing, and you don't work hard on your finances, or even your mental, it's not going to support others, okay? It's not going to support you, and it's not going to support anyone that needs your help, like children or family members, close friendships, relationships. So with the Five of Pentacles here being in the reverse, there's a need I do feel, and I don't feel like you're getting support from another. I feel you're stepping into a level of your life where you're giving support, if that's what you feel intuitively that you need to do. Okay? The Judgment on the split. Okay, so we got double judgment here. It is time for something here or for you to get out of some sort of, or maybe you're going through where you're getting out of a mindset of lack of or not having enough. Like, that's been such a burden. It's been such a heavy burden. That protective mechanism that we have, right? That we put up our barriers, and through fear, we hang on and cling on to old narratives, mindsets, and the way we like travel through life, right? And I feel that I feel that this is possibly the collective, your struggle. That's probably been your main struggle through the last cycle, like that protecting energy, needing to protect yourself. I'm not talking about protection through spiritual protection. I'm talking, well, you know, this is mainly about some sort of tangible thing, like protecting your finances, protecting your, you know, safety in some sort of way on a tangible level, protecting your reputation, staying in a job you hate because it pays the bills. So there's like something here about the way you view money, your relationship with money, however this relates to you. Let's clarify Five of Pentacles in the reverse. As a celebration. Yeah, look at this. You're not at conflict with yourself anymore. Whatever you felt lack of in the past, you've worked really hard on trying to change your mindset, whether it's lack of love, lack of money, whatever it is. You're moving up a level. You're moving past that now. I don't know how you've done it. I'm still going through trying to like release that lack of financial or safety or security mindset. It's a complete faith, really, knowing that spirit will catch you when you fall. You're not battling with this, I don't have enough. Like, the universe will always provide. We had the Three of Cups that came out first, which is very much so about celebrating life, celebrating others, and that love is like the number one, like, is important. The number one important thing, if you can give love to others, and obviously that are deserving of your love as well, that is like, that's the way forward. So a lot of the movement forward into this new level is about loving oneself, and loving and supporting other people, and knowing that you will always be provided for, right? Five Pentacles in the reverse. So it's a strong acknowledgement. So you also have, so we got double cards here. We've got two High Priestesses. We've now got two Three of Wands. This is the Three of Wands in the Morgan Greer deck. This is the Three of Wands in the Waite Smith deck. So it's like standing at the edge of a river, and you know how sometimes they have stepping stones across the river, but sometimes there's quite a wide gap between the next one, and you're like, should I jump? You know, is it slippy? Could I fall? What would happen if I do? It's that type of energy, and you've jumped. You've already jumped, or you're about to jump, but I feel for a lot of you, you already have jumped, and you've landed safely, and you're like, okay, I can do the next one now. And now I can do the next one till I get to the other side. And it's that type of energy I'm picking up. So you're on the way across the river, on the stepping stones of life, and you are safe. Okay, you are safe, collective. Okay, let's see why the Three of Wands is here. There could be children and animals in your life. I just got the chills again when I say that. So there's something really strong here. Either it's your children, you know, nieces, nephews, family members, grandchildren even, and then animals as well. You're planning though. Before you jump on that next stepping stone, there's a preparation energy. And, you know, I feel that you plan anyway, and I feel that you've prepared. It hasn't worked out, but you feel it hasn't worked out in the past, but it actually has, because you wouldn't be at this point now ready to let go and have that faith, right? That leap of faith energy, right? So there's a lot of spiritual strength. You're going to get some sort of, I feel, information that's going to allow you to say, okay, yeah, I'm going to take that leap of faith to that next stepping stone again on that river. It could be a raging torrent sometimes. It could be quite calm the next. So I feel each step you're taking, it's either a big deal or like just a mini step between the big deals, if that makes sense. Okay. And you will be rewarded for the bravery, because I'm getting like a lot of bravery energy here. And not to say that you haven't been brave in the past, because you, like I said, you wouldn't be at this point if you hadn't learned all these ancestral lessons and karma and things that you've had to go through. And I feel this is like even up to 20 years of difficulty that you're coming out of. So this is amazing energy. Three of Wands. Why is the Three of Wands here? Yeah, look at that. In the upright, which is right in the middle of your reading. And it does talk about karmatic events, okay? It talks about the balance and doing the right thing. It talks about you communicating this to yourself and to others, knowing that you can trust, all right? Trust in yourself. Trust that you have your ancestors, guides, angels with you, and God guiding you and helping you and supporting you with every jump you make on that stepping stone across the torrents or the river or the pond sometimes, or the calm waters. You know that you can always turn around and come back, okay? But you're not coming back this time. You're moving forward. This is Libran energy. Let's see what we have on the table. We have triple Pisces, Scorpio, Leo. We have a bit of Sagittarius energy here. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn is next with that King of Pentacles, that moving into the security and having clarity. I do feel that them cards, the next two cards, are definitely meant to be together, all right? What else do we have with the Justice energy and the Three of Wands? Yeah, the Knight of Cups. What else? What else is here? Yeah, wow. Excuse me, I just have some tea. So, you know, you could be dealing with an Aries as well. There could be an Aries in your life, in love, or a leader, a masculine, a mentor, family, boss, relationship figure. Just know this has come out in the upright. If this is your energy, this is you getting grounded, getting completely serious, because the Emperor can be serious. He wears his armor, right, underneath this cloak. He's been through a lot in life, and it has been very hard, but he's still standing. He's actually sitting here. But maybe you're able to relax a little bit more. Justice and the Emperor can talk about legal things as well. You're going on the right path. You're offering some sort of love and support possibly to another. The Chariot has come out, Cancer energy in the upright, Spirit saying you're doing well. You're on the right path. You've been through a lot. It's time now to relax. Get grounded though. Still be very serious about what it is you want to bring forward, want to bring in to others and towards yourself. And all this red with the Justice card is definitely like a need possibly in the near future to stay grounded. So work on your ground, you know, your root chakra energy. There's lots of YouTube videos if you want to do a guided meditation, but I just like to focus a red ball of light on the base of my spine. I do feel a huge release that you're going through, probably at this point where this is coming in. This feeling of the Emperor is powerful. The Emperor knows what he wants. Like, he doesn't back down, but he's also very loving because you've got that fatherly energy, right? Then you could be dealing with a father figure, but I don't read baseline tarot, so this is very much you standing in your power. to say, I'm ready for the next level of my life. I'm ready to jump on that chariot. I'm ready to go fast when I want to. He's controlling, you're controlling, collective, the reins with spirit. This is co-creating with spirit to bring more groundedness, to bring more balance, to bring what you want into your life, right? The chariot can also stop and start, right? Just like a car or a motorbike, or, you know, it is a chariot, is a card of movement. You can stop the chariot when you know you need to. You can start it up again. You can go fast, you can go slow. So this is you being in control completely of what's coming up for you. And we'll have a look at that shortly, what is coming up for you. This Knight of Cups is interesting. It's a very random card in what we're reading here, like what energy's coming through. This could be someone coming in to give you love. This could be new love. This could be information as well. Knights bring like messages. So I'd like to clarify that one a little bit more. So I'll just put it on the side to remember. Okay, King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, stepping into this powerful time of your life where you're super clear, you set your boundaries, you have good work ethics, you have good relationship ethics, or ethics in life in general. So I'm getting ethics here, especially with that Libran Justice card. So this is doing the right thing, being very clear, possibly having to remind yourself, though, we are human, that you need to stay grounded. This is earth energy, that you need to be clear with yourself and others, that you need to set your boundaries, that you need to communicate clearly and fairly. All right, let's clarify this. This is what's coming up for you. And with that Chariot, needing to, like, being able to slow it down, speed it up, or stop it completely, that is because you have so much patience from the lessons that you've learned, from the waiting, from the hard work that you've done in yourself. It's sort of like easy in a way then to slow it right down and look at it. We do have Mercury retrograde coming up if you're watching this in October 2025. It is a timeless reading though. So maybe using a Mercury retrograde, we have 3 or 4 a year anyway, whichever year we're in, to say, you know, I'm going to slow this down right now. I need to, like, dwell on this. I need to 7 of Pentacles it, right? I need to think about, you know, what I'm going to do with this information, this situation. You know, what happened in the past? Did something similar happen? How did I handle it then? Was it right or wrong? So there's this, like, being very clear before you actually action anything, and doing everything from a place of love. Remember, moving forward into this next cycle, a lot of it is about love. Love to yourself, mainly, and love and support to others. Why is the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords here? Yeah, it could have to do with a home environment for some of you. I'm not pulling any more. I don't need those ones, okay? But I do need that. Spirit's just showed me that one. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. So I feel when you start this new thing, this Page of Pentacles that we got before, you're going to be very clear that this is your passion or part of the next stage, the next level in your life. There is an element of excitement. There's an element of feeling youthful, young. There's an element of inner child type of energy. And the Nine of Swords was the first card came out. Yes, there's going to be worries because we're human, right? We have that human experience. That's why we're here. So there's going to be the element now and again of worry. That's why Spirit's saying to keep remembering to reground yourself, to do that root chakra meditation, to put that, you know, ball of protective red light around you and ground yourself into the earth. And, you know, you can get yourself out of that. This is self-sabotage. It's also self-limiting beliefs. So you are out of that, but it may creep back in now and again. So be aware. I was just talking about the 7 of Pentacles. And I just said, sometimes if you want to slow that chariot down, work with Spirit to slow it down, okay? Because you don't have to make decisions, possibly like you used to, that were spontaneous, that turned out to be the wrong decisions at the wrong time, in the wrong place, with the wrong person, okay? You can slow it down now. But there is, with this Ace of Wands, this amazing new growth. Now, it can be a relationship, but I feel that this reading today is very energetic for yourself, okay? There is something brand new coming in. It's going to get you super excited. It's going to bring that stability, safety, and security that I talked about through the reading. There's a celebration here. This is a celebration of life. We have the Three of Cups. This is the joining together of others. So groups, celebrations within family groups, or even new groups of people, okay? Especially because we have the two aces here. So whenever you feel, collective, that you're not quite sure, you can slow the chariot down. Don't worry. Just slow the chariot down and reassess, because this card is about reassessment, okay? Let's put the Waite Smith cards away, apart from this Knight of Cups, because I want to know, because I'm nosy, why this Knight of Cups is here with the Three of Wands. And obviously this will not relate to everyone. If this ends up being relationship related, with that Knight of Cups there, it doesn't necessarily have to relate to you, okay? So this is specifically for someone or a few people out there. All right. We're going to leave those because we want to clarify the last cards there. And we're going to use the Waite Smith to clarify this. So moving into the next level, the next stage, you've closed out certain things with karma. If this is about love, this is definitely not doing things the way you have done before. I just split the deck and I've got the Empress. This is feminine, intuitive energy again, Taurus, Libran energy. It is very much about putting yourself first. I feel that as you transverse through this new road, this new journey, this exciting, I just want to add, new journey. This is the Three of Wands. The Empress is also the three. In an unselfish way, but selfish way, like you're putting yourself first with the Empress, right? It's like, how is this person, situation going to support me? Is this going to support, not in a like you give but you want back? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking, how is this going to support my life? Being involved with this person or being involved in this situation or this job, how is it going to support me? Because I feel moving forward in the next stage of this journey that you're on, if it's not going to support you in a positive way, you're just going to turn your back, okay? You're turning your back here and you're going a different direction, possibly to others. I'm also picking up devil energy. Interesting. Like, what's on the split? Queen of Swords. Okay, so this is like an energy where others may be coming in because you're choosing a road and they're still stuck in some sort of old paradigm or timeline, and they're like, oh, can I come with you, collective? And you're like, well, you can if you do the work, but you haven't done it, or you're not ready and I need to do this on my own. So there's like a hermit energy with you here. And possibly still some healing. I'm not going to say like, because we're always doing healing, right? This could be to do with a relationship, a love, a romance relationship where you're moving forward. Very soulmate energy, very like, I mean, look at yesterday or the day before's reading on the video section of my channel, because that was about breakdown in relationship. Maybe this reading is saying, you know, part of your new road is not with the person that you're with. Okay, if that's your story. And this person still wants to come in. This person still wants to go with you. But you're like, I can't, because I can't be successful in my life, in my spirit, in my soul, with you in it. But of course, you wouldn't say it like that to someone, right? It's sort of like, you know, yeah, Five of Pentacles. You may feel like you needing to leave someone behind, but it is essential for your growth. It is absolutely essential for your growth, because this person will continue to feed on your energy. This person will continue to hold you back. Why is this here? Show me why this is here. Why is this Three of Wands with the Nine of Cups here? And what we just talked about, yeah, because you're moving forward, the Death card. So now we've got double death. And that white rose is purity, innocence. Right. So, and remember we had the Justice card as well on this energy, which I've put away because I want to see if it comes out again. So this new road, the death energy is the new road, okay? And the 14 after it. Is that the Hanged? Oh no, this is number 13, which breaks down to a 4, okay? And I just saw the Emperor. Let's keep going with this. So we've got 4, security, stability. To gain your security and stability as you're moving and transitioning into this next period of your life, you're not going to be able to take everyone with you. I do feel that someone is trying to come in or come back in, or you're going through a separation because you're the Empress. So there is an element, whether this is male, female, it doesn't matter, but this is another 3 again. So there's a new road that puts yourself first. And if the other person, whoever it is in your life, and you'll know if it resonates with you, cannot come on this journey with you. Okay? They really cannot. 40/40 on the screen, just as I said that, which is 4/4. So there's possibly healing, right? And it's time. Judgment, double judgment. Morgan Greer. Right away. So we've had the double High Priestess, we've had the double Death, and we've now had the double Judgment. For some, it's well and truly over time that this happened. 2 of Cups on the bottom, in the reverse. Possible end of a relationship. Realising, Wheel in reverse, that person can't move forward with you in the next cycle. You're not putting the hard work in anymore. See how these cards are in the reverse? You're closing your cup. It's the only court card in the deck who has a cup of closed energy here, and you're putting yourself first. Virgo, 9 of Pentacles energy. I do feel there's some sort of defensiveness that comes with this. I don't feel it's from you, collective. I feel that you're choosing a new path. You're very clear what you want to do. Others are not going to be happy, and they'll feel it's unfair. There may also be finances involved, I'm hearing, okay? And you're going to have to really stand your ground if this is your story, okay? Mercury retrograde is coming up quite a bit in this reading. Use the Mercury retrograde to completely close out this cycle if you know you have to, okay? I'm not telling anyone, and Spirit never would, to leave someone. Please read my disclaimer below. But this is a specific message for someone that needs to hear this if they're unclear, okay? You will have to still, you're going to have to go through some sort of healing, and you may be doing this on your own, but you're strong enough to do this. You really are, whoever I'm talking to. Anything else? And there's someone else for you. The 2 of Cups just came, but it was in the upright this time. So Spirit is leading you possibly in the future, possibly not even now, towards a new love. Someone that you're supposed to be with, someone that is on your timeline that you're going into, okay? And there's the 2 of Wands. So that's sort of like the end of what we're talking about here, okay? This was the first card. When a first card comes out, that was in the reading, basically the first card of the reading, that's sort of like saying, that's the reading ended. This section of the reading ended. Get curious now what that path means for you. Take your time, put yourself first. You're going to a new level. It's a new game level, right? You don't know all the challenges that are going to be in that game level. It's really interesting when I use an analogy of like a video game, because say if you're on level 1 and you fail a few times in passing to the next stage, you know when you go back what challenges are ahead. You can see them, right? You've experienced it. And you try again, and you try again, and then you end up passing. Well, this is what this is. I mean, I think you're on level like 50,000 here, by the way, not level 1. Through many past lifetimes and this lifetime with the lessons you've had to learn. But this is a new level. So things are going to be shown to you that you haven't experienced yet before. And you will still have to persevere and try different things and try different tactics and different ways of getting, through a maze or whatever it is, okay, figuratively speaking, to get to the level you need to be on and to pass it and to just go slowly and take your time, but you've learned from past experience, from past levels, that, you know, you're going to pass, but you have to sort of like continuously persevere and persist with yourself and be balanced and be very disciplined, okay? So let's have a look at this last section, which is what you don't see coming, and so amazing. Like, these cards, the Death card came out first with the High Priestess next. So this is purity, this is transition, moving with spirit, co-creating to bring forward, and having a lot of strength. And you've gained the strength from previous levels. You have gained that strength, and you know it's time, all right? And there's something coming up that's a rebirth and is, wow, look at that, the Justice card, and right and honourable and ethical and true to who you are, right? And the Star. Look at all these beautiful cards coming out as we're talking about the future and what's coming in for you. Able to put down that heavy load now, able to cut out things with that scythe. Use your intuition to do so. Please clarify these 4 cards, because I do feel they're a storyline together. Yeah, there's that Page of Pentacles. I'm telling you guys, girls and guys, that there is something brand new on this new level. And the learning of it will just be as exciting as the doing of it, or the preparing for it will just be as exciting. I'm going to start horse riding lessons. I am so excited. Like, I am super excited. Anything to working with animals. I have a couple of dogs, but I'm so excited. So get excited about what this is. And if you don't know what this new thing is, Spirit will show you. Definitely show you and bring it to your attention. Okay? And you are going to love this. You are going to love this. This is like, you know, I mean, you can do what you like, guys, especially if you're single, or you've come out of a relationship. You can get into another one. But what Spirit's saying is here is your happiness and your love for life and who you're meant to be at this point in your life needs to possibly be done alone right now, okay? All right, because there is some sort of healing to do about disappointment still, about deceit, about betrayal, about, you know, things that have been done. So I'm not saying, because I was talking to a friend of mine who's, I was saying before, that is a reader, and she was like, you still need to do healing, Trudy. Like, you still have to go through this before you step into this wondrous new experience. And you will be successful, okay? You will be successful. Look at that deceit, lies, and an element of anger is leaving you here for what that experience taught you. It's just like a super duper acknowledgement that it was there for a reason. You've learned the lesson, whether it was karmic in this life for you or ancestral karma that you've had to carry on, and it's closed, guys. It is so closed, and you are so ready. But like I said, this path may be required for you to do on your own for now, okay? Yeah, where you're able to get the Hanged Man in the reverse, the clarity required on this new path. 3 of Wands, okay? And the wonderful experiences and new opportunities that this is going to bring. And you will still need to put the hard work in. And you will still come across unknown situations, remember, on the next level of the video game, okay? But you will be able to have, or you have the knowledge now to be able to plan and prepare. Look at how things affected you in the past. Did it work out? Didn't it? Okay, well, it didn't. So we need to approach it in a different way. So Spirit is really saying to give yourself the grace and the time to make it work for you in your, look at that, in your own time, not someone else's. Not so there's boundaries to be set up, but I don't think you're battling with this anymore. It's like I said yesterday, and I've got a beautiful card to end this reading. Actually, there's more. I thought this was it, but there's more. Anyway, so now we have the 10 of Pentacles. So you're not battling. Like I said yesterday, I was going to say, the more you see something, you can't unsee it anymore. And I think Spirit is just really putting in front of your face this you know what this is, this needing to detach from toxic places, people, situations. And, you know, it may be hard to make this decision. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. It may make you feel unstable right now, but you have to get grounded to be able to help you to make this decision. Ask Spirit to work with you to bring you, you know, the answers, and they will come. It may take a little bit of time, guys, to step into this star energy, but oh my God, you've done so much work. Like, you've done so much work. It is time. You are deserving of this new beginning. Do not be as scared that you don't want to be alone. Some look at that Hermit in reverse. You don't want to be alone. Some of you don't want to be alone, or don't think that you can attain this star by yourself, but you can, because you are the star. It's within you, right? Do the healing required. And then new love, new experiences, new passions, new creative opportunities. And that Ten of Pentacles was there. Let's not forget that. That is what you're stepping into. Thank you for being with me with this reading, or letting me do this reading for you today. If you'd like to like and subscribe, I appreciate your comments as well. And I will see you until next time. Bye-bye.